So, a wonderful evening, everyone. Today, we will present the three problems as well as its three solutions for the subject techpreneurship. So, I, Gabriel Sembrano, along with my group mates, Mr. Flores and Mr. Encomio, will present the said topics. So, the first problem will be discussed by Mr. Encomio.
So the first problem that the group chose is the unreliable access to electricity in rural and remote areas. So many communities still experience frequent blackouts or uh, in some cases have no connection to the main power grid at all. So dahil doon, apektado yung education, healthcare, pati na rin yung mga small businesses. So kaya namin pinili tong problem na to kasi energy access is a crucial global issue. So around the world siya. So millions of people still don't have reliable electricity. So dito sa Philippines, obvious ito lalo na sa mga remote islands and sa mga mountain communities na umaasa pa rin sa kerosene lamps or diesel generators na mahal at nakakasama rin sa environment. Next slide please. So what is our proposed solution and how will it work? So our proposed solution is a solar microgrid with battery, storage, and smart control. So ganito siya mag-work. Sa daytime, solar panels generate electricity na pwedeng gamitin agad ng households at facilities. Tapos yung sobra na energy ay i-store niya sa batteries. Bale, pag nighttime or cloudy days, yung stored energy naman ang papasupply ng kuryente. So, meron ding smart microgrid controller na magdi-distribute ng power efficiently. So, yung kagandahan doon, it prioritizes the essential loads like lights, mga medical equipment sa schools, lalo na kung may shortage. So, dahil modular din ng design, madali siyang i-expand kapag lumalaki na yung demand ng community. And next slide po. So how will it be marketable and profitable? So marketable and uh, profitable din itong solution kasi it offers affordable and sustainable access sa energy. Sa community level, yung mga families can pay using a pay-as-you-go system. Kaya mas mura siya kaysa bumili ng diesel fuel sa kung saan mang diesel distributors or companies. So sa government side naman, qualified qualified siya for subsidies and renewable energy incentives. Kaya attractive siya sa mga investors at sa mga cooperatives. For business naman, nag-open siya ng um, recurring revenue opportunities sa installation and maintenance and also sa service fees. So globally, renewable energy and microgrids are part siya ng fast-growing market. Kaya yung solution na to is both socially impactful and economically viable. And for the second problem that the group chose will be discussed by Mr. Flores.
So the second problem that our group have chose is the phantom loads. So ano nga ba yung phantom loads? So these are the appliances or the loads in general that consume electricity even though they are off. Let's say ito yung mga TVs, microwaves na meron digital clocks, yung merong mga oras, correct na time sa mga microwaves kahit na hindi ito ginagamit. So isa siya. So malaking problema to sa ano natin sa konsumo natin kasi they are consuming electricity even though they are not being used efficiently or even though they are not being used. So nakonsumo lang siya ng kuryente para lang sa wala. Tulad nga ng mga DPWH phantom projects or ghost projects. Panay gastos nang wala namang napapala. So that is the main problem that we want to pursue in solving for problem number 2. And also, people often forget to unplug their appliances. Kasi nga, mas convenient naman para sa atin na iwanan na lang sila nakasaksak kung gagamitin din naman natin siya mamaya. Tulad ng fans natin. Kasi napakainit na sa Pilipinas. So, imbis na tatanggalin na lang siya sa saksakan, to-turn off na lang siya. Tapos hindi na siya tatanggalin sa saksak. Kasi alam naman natin na gagamitin natin siya maya-maya. Or gagamitin naman siya ng iba mamaya. So it is more convenient for us, for commonly used appliances to stay plugged in. And mainly, these phantom loads waste electricity and people have to pay huge money for the bills. Alam naman natin na yung malaki yung bill ng kliyente sa natin or ng Meralco sa atin. Malaki nga yung binabayaran natin na bills. Mahirap na ang cost of living ngayon sa Pilipinas. So dadagdag pa yung malaki nating bayarin sa electricity. So yung nakikita naming solusyon to solve this problem of phantom loads will be the smart power strip with auto shut off. So our proposed solution will be to create or develop a multi-outlet power strip that is integrated with Arduino, relays, and current sensors. So how will it work? So it will detect if a device is idle or fully charged. So ibig sabihin na kung yung appliances ay nagkokonsumo na ng little to no current, so it will automatically detect that these appliances are phantom loads. So after niya ma-detect to, yung smart power strip, it will automatically shut off all of the power source to that particular outlet. Let's say merong electric fan na nakakonekta sa outlet number 2 out of the 5 outlets in this power strip. So, imbes na makakat off yung supply sa lahat ng outlets, makakat off lang yung supply doon sa particular outlet kung saan nakakonekta yung phantom load. Let's say, in our case, outlet number 2. So, all of the outlets will be operational except for the ones that are currently connected with the phantom loads. So we can also integrate another feature such as the timer or scheduler function to turn off appliances at set times. So the perfect example of this will be, let's say sa CDM, yung mga fans na talaga nakakonekta sa kuryente, pero naka-turn off siya. So this can be a potential phantom load. Panay kain siya ng kuryente, miski naka-turn off, miski nakapatay siya. So malaki yung konsumo na nakukuha nito sa kuryente, malaki rin yung babayaran ng school, which is a burden for a public institution just like CDM. So this can be integrated in such cases. And how can we make it profitable? Paano namin to mapipitch sa general market? So it can be sold to dormitories, households, even hotels with many connected appliances. So we can pitch this sa mga lugar kung saan yung mga appliances nila, nakadesign yung mga outlets nila sa likod ng appliances. Let's say sa mga refs, sa mga kitchens, sa hotel. Malaki yung appliances doon. Malalaki yung microwaves, refs, at mga other appliances. Commonly, yung mga outlets doon nasa likod naka-design, which makes it more aesthetic. Hindi na makita yung mga octopus wiring dyan sa labas. So yun yung another So yun yung potential customer namin for this product. Para sa mga consumers such as dormitories, household, and hotels. So it can also be pitched as an energy-saving device aimed to lower electricity bills. So mamamarket namin to with a tagline na, or not tagline, basta main selling point na it will save on consumers' energy bills. So talagang malaking selling point na to kasi mamamarket talaga namin siya na it will save huge amounts of money for the consumers for their electricity bills. So we will market this as a investment. Ibebenta namin to at the premise na masasave yung kanilang mga electricity bills. And another is the promotion of safety. We will promote this as an overcurrent protection and overheating prevention. So yung mga phantom loads, it will consume electricity 24/7 kahit na naka-turn off siya. So may mga prospects din naman na mag-overheat yung mga devices na to. So we can market this as a safety precaution, safety product for our consumers. And lastly, we can also market this as an eco-friendly device. At that in our society, may mga trends talaga that consumers ultimately prefer eco-friendly products. So we can ultimately pr- promise our customers that this product will be eco-friendly because it will save a lot on our electricity bills, and also we can save electricity para hindi na gano'n magkonsumo at hindi na makapagdagdag sa pag-generate ng electricity from non-renewable resources like coal power plants, natural gas plants, and any other planta na gumagamit ng non-renewable sources. So these are the main points that our group can make this product, the Smart Power Strip with Auto Shut Off, marketable to our customers. So that will be the problem and solution number 2. And the problem and solution number 3 will be discussed by Mr. Sembrano.
So for problem number 3, so in the Philippines, alam naman natin na ang usually na voltage supply is for residential is 230 volts and 60 hertz. So that's ideal. Pero realistically, ang nare-receive na mga residential or even ng mga industrial plants, hindi siya usually up to standards or even lumalagpas o kaya mas mababa. So this in turn provides or will lead to less performance or even reduces yung operational lifespan ng isang particular appliances. So in industrial and residential setting, it serves as a very essential or very main topic kumbaga dahil these appliances will help the people. So sa industrial, mga machineries or kaya sa residential, yung mga refs or even yung mga computer, yung little difference in voltage can make an impact. So yung mga impacts na yun, when we say impacts or indifference, we call it harmonic. So what causes harmonic nga ba? So itong mga harmonic devices or harmonic loads, mga LED, mga aircons, mga pumps, these in turn provide mga harmonics. Usually kasi typical sine wave lang siya. So when we have harmonic distortion, hindi siya stable. So as seen from the illustration sa left side, hindi siya typical na sine wave. Often merong mga curves or kaya hindi siya perfect shape. So to combat this or to have a remedy, ano nga ba? So I propose to have a mini active harmonic filter. So a mini active harmonic filter, it removes unwanted harmonics. It balances loads and improves power quality. So as seen from the illustration din sa left, instead na hindi siya perfect shape, it will output a much recommendable na shape that would make the total operation ng appliances more safe and in the terms or in the ranges na it will perform normally. Hindi lalagpas or kaya hindi rin mas mababa sa typical rating ng isang appliance. So to give a brief background din kung saan din nakukuha mga harmonics, even sa distribution section or yung Meralco, ang napro-provide nila is hindi typically na or hindi ideal. Minsan ang napro-provide ng Meralco is even lower than the rating na dapat na ma-receive ng residential or ng industrial. So how will this be profitable? So as stated kanina, it reduces yung unwanted voltages or unwanted supplies kaya it extends the lifespan of the appliances dahil makakapag-operate yung mga appliances within the safe parameters or rating ng isang appliance. The second is it lowers electricity bills since tumatakbo siya sa tamang rating ng appliance, it doesn't require more power or less than the rating dahil nasa tamang ranges na siya eh. So it will run smoothly and normally. Third is to prevent electrical hazards. So uh, to provide an information on how vital is that yung mga computer, yung mga small electronics, a slight indifference in voltage a can provide damages to appliances. Kaya having a mini household active harmonic filter will lessen the chances of any leakage in currents or voltage. And lastly, it ensures reliable operation of appliances since tamang rating, tamang voltage, it ensures that appliances are running within the normal operation. So, in addition, so paano nga ba siya ma-apply sa household or even sa industrial? So, after ng distribution section, iko-connecta lang ng owner sa service drop to which iko-connect na lang ng mga circuit breakers to ensure yung proper connection ng mga loads to enjoy the benefits ng active harmonic filter natin. So that will conclude the presentation of our group and the presentation of the 3 topics and 3 problems. And that will be all. Thank you. Ayan. Sana naman nag-save siya. Okay na yan. Wait lang. Save ko na.
Thanks, class.
And ko na to para mag-process na rin siya. 20 minutes yung
Thank you,
recording.
sir.
Alam mo ba kina Antones? Ano lang siya?
Oh,